Good morning to all my awesome friends. You know what day it is, don't you? It's Tuesday. And what do we do on Tuesday? We always join in with our awesome friends for TeaTuesday. And the hostess of TeaTuesday is Life with Patty. Oh my gosh, such an awesome channel. As you can see, lots of variety on hers. And here it is, TeaTuesday. Oh my gosh. This was last week's, but I'm sure she's going to have a new one up today. So you make sure you go over and check out what she puts up. And she is an awesome, awesome creator and does all different kinds of things on her channel. From doing TeaTuesday to cooking videos to doing art and doing a lot of other crafts. Please go check out what she does. Now, the co-hostess is... And here is our co-hostess for TeaTuesday, Kathy's Favorite Things. Oh my gosh, she's such a wonderful, wonderful creative person too. She has been on vacation, so her posts have been a little slow coming for the last couple of weeks. But she's still our co-hostess, as you can see, for TeaTuesday from Chile. Oh my gosh, she still didn't forget about us even when she was on vacation. So, please go over and check out her channel. She does lots of different things on her channel too. Everyone that joins in on this challenge does different things. So you're never going to get bored because every one of us is different. And every week, even I do different things. It's never always the same. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes I join in with my daughter and sometimes I don't. Period. Anyone can join in for 1 week or all the time. I try to join in every week. And also we have a great playlist. Please go and check out that wonderful TeaTuesday playlist and see how many wonderful creators joined in today. Don't forget, if you want to join in on this, the hashtag is #TeaTuesday. You can do anything you want, anytime you want. Go do it, my awesome friends. Tomato is really doing good. It's getting some little flowers on it already, so we'll probably start getting, don't know if you can see it, we have a few flowers coming up on this one now, so we'll probably start having some fruit in another month. Red bell pepper is doing real good too. Somebody got a hold of one of its little leaves, but except for that, it looks great and healthy. This is my yellow bell pepper, and everything on it looks pretty good, except somebody got one of the leaves on that one too. So it's not too bad. And my little tomato here, hopefully you can see a little bit better. It looks like it's a little further along. Let's see if we can find my tomatoes. There they are. Has some tomatoes. They look like they're a little further along. Both tomatoes are doing really good, and they're both getting really good size. And my carrots are doing really good, and I have something else coming up in here, but I don't know what it is. We'll have to wait and see. Well, may have to reseed it with something else. It doesn't seem like I have that much coming up in such a large container. But we'll see what we're going to do. This one must have been a seed that blew into the garden, or the fairies brought it in. They have very pale lavender flowers on them. They look so pretty. Now these definitely are beans. I planted these. And this is a tomato plant. It's been here probably close to 2 months now. And it is quite large, and it's growing by leaps and bounds now, as you can see. And I'm going to probably have to tie it up a little bit more and give it some support. It's just covered in yellow flowers, so we're going to have a lot of tomatoes probably in another month or so. This one has already produced some tomatoes already and ripened, so this one's doing great. And this is a very vertical tomato. It's going right up. The tomato plant here is staying really low to the ground. It's not
getting very tall or very big. It was put in at the same time as the other tomato was, and it's massive compared to it. But this one has a ton of tomatoes, so it's not growing size-wise, it's growing, producing fruit. And this plant is just full of tomatoes. None of them are ripe yet, but it's going to be having a lot. On top of that, it has a lot of yellow flowers in here already on. So a lot more to come. So we're doing pretty good with that. I'm going to pick up the radishes this week and plant more radishes in this area. The beans are doing really good. They're starting to climb, and I don't know when we'll get any beans, but they're doing quite well. Well, let's go see what else we can find in the food garden. I planted some seeds last week. So far, nothing really has come up, so we'll pray for the best that something comes up. If nothing comes up in another couple of weeks, I'll probably plant some more seeds in there. It has enough room that it can really travel and move. As you can see, there's a lot of area. We did put wood chips down on Saturday to keep the weeds at bay and to just make it look visually much nicer out here. That is a zucchini plant, and I bought that already grown up and put it in. If I could have found one watermelon plant or a pumpkin plant, I would have done the same, but I couldn't, so I had to buy seeds. And here is my, I think my watermelon plant here. Can't remember which one's where, but I did put a little poster there for I would know not to throw anything over them, because I knew I was going to do the wood chips. And as you can see, I have a lot of area that these vines can climb into if they need to. So it may not look like I put it in a great area, but there is a lot of room, because I know all of these plants need a lot of room. And there is a lot of room over here too, as you can see. So I think it'll be fine. Surprisingly, I don't think this tomato has gotten very big at all. I think all the other tomatoes have gotten a lot bigger. This one looks like it may be going to be my smallest one, because I planted it, it's the same week that I planted the ones in the containers, and both of them have almost doubled in size, and this one doesn't look like it's hardly grown at all. So it looks healthy. I'm not going to say it doesn't look healthy, it just doesn't look like it's going to get very tall. Looks like there's some flowers starting to come on it, so that part's good. And then I got a cantaloupe right here, and it has a lot of room to run too. So I put these plants that need a lot of space in an area where they'll get a lot of space, and I can move their, because that plant can go all the way out there and have plenty of land to spread out and nobody walking over it. So it will be fine, even though it looks like it was a bad place. Well, hope you're enjoying the garden tour. Guarantee what this plant is either. It came up on its own, and I used to have an eggplant here. I'm thinking it could be a baby eggplant, but I can't swear because I don't know what the leaf structure is on the eggplant. I just know I had one here once. Goldenberry is doing really good in the container. It's nowhere near as big as the ones in the front, but it's still doing okay, and it is still producing fruit. I was afraid to move it because by the time I realized it, I thought it was way too big and it might kill it. And it is producing fruit, so no complaints. So far everything is looking great in the garden. This is one of my mint plants. I think I'm eventually going to start collecting mint because there's so many different flavors of mint. The only thing about mint, I probably needs to be put in containers because it can go crazy if you give it enough time. So this may be it. This is actually in my garden, and it is pretty good size, but I think I'm going to grow the rest in containers to keep them controlled. More of my berries are getting their flowers to start getting berries over here on my berry plant. Aren't they beautiful pink, pale pink flowers? And as you can see, we have more here. Probably from now on, it'll be like this all the time. Hugs and kisses from Grandma Sandy. Hope you enjoyed the tour today of the garden.